Okay, the stone the builders rejected has become the cornerstone of the building. Oh my goodness, this is very good. I like that. Okay, the problem is the USA move was a slap in the face for most UK citizens and constant or pour us protestation. The perceived hypocrisy of carbon footprints grade 2. Still, it was only right that he should wear the uniform he honored and medal he earned. Still love him. I mean, wait a second. The problem is the USA move was a slap in the face for most UK citizens.
If you want to be private, go back to America and live privately. It's pretty straightforward.
But let's not forget, Harry married a US citizen. And then the press told his wife to go back to America.
In that moment, your public people, stop your squealing about privacy. We don't want to hear it.
Didn't you have an expectation that you're going to have to lose privacy?
Well, it's two things here.
That's part of the deal.
Two things here. I think everyone has a basic right to privacy. Basic, right? And we're not talking about anything that anybody else wouldn't expect.
In that moment, your public people, stop your squealing about privacy. We don't want to hear it.
Chance my arm with a cheeky question. A bit like your mother, you are pursued every minute of every day by lots of people trying to take photographs, videoing, recording what you're saying, pushing. How can you possibly have
Selfies.
a private?
Cheeky question. You're right, that is a cheeky question. But Andrew, to be honest with you, sadly, that line between public and private life is almost non-existent anymile, and we will continue to do our best to ensure that there is the line. You know, we are completely aware that we're in a very privileged position, and I will spend the rest of my life, you know, earning that privilege and trying to bring a spotlight onto things and causes that really matter to me, and I hopefully matter to a lot of other people as well. Everyone has a right to their privacy, and you know, a lot of the members of the public get it, but sadly in some areas there is this sort of incessant need to find out every little bit of detail about what goes on behind the scenes. It's unnecessary. You know, I hope that people get to see me here in this Invictus role, you know, cracking on with the guys and mucking in and having a good time with them. And this is, you know, this is half my official role, but half my private role. This is what I enjoy doing, but the private life has to be private, and I hope people respect that.
And the problem is the USA move was a slap in the face for most UK citizens.
If you want to be private, go back to America and live privately. It's pretty straightforward.
You know what? I'm just going to hire someone to sit in front of your house or hide in the bushes and take pictures into your backyard because you've lost your right to privacy because you shared one image with me. That's sort of the flawed argument and its operating mechanism that they're confusing people to think.
And the problem is the USA move was a slap in the face for most UK citizens.
If you want to be private, go back to America and live privately. It's pretty straightforward.
I think life is about being able to share our stories and share parts of our lives that you're comfortable with. There's no one who's on Instagram or social media that would say, because I shared this one picture, that entitles you to have my entire camera roll. Go ahead, look through it. No one would want that. So it's about boundaries and it's about respect.
The private life has to be private, and I hope people respect that.
They've created a false narrative. I mean, I've never talked about privacy.
You don't have to go back to America, by the way.
She does. She's an American.
You don't have to go back.
She doesn't want to be...
She's married an Englishman.
She doesn't want to be a British public figure in the royal family.
I mean, I've never talked about privacy.
Go back to America.
Okay? Many people all keep on forgetting things in between. Go back to America. Where was Harry supposed to go if he wants to maintain a family unity?
I know the fact that she'll be really unbelievably good at the job part of it as well is obviously a huge relief to me, because she'll be able to deal with everything else that comes with it. But no, you know, we're a fantastic team. We know we are. We're a fantastic team. We know we are, and we hope to, you know, over time, try and have as much impact for all the things that we care about as much as possible.
I am very excited about that. Yeah.
And it's an immense change. You're getting a new country out of it, a husband obviously, but also giving up your
nice.
career.
This is nice.
Go back to America.
Okay, they told his wife to go back to America. She did. Harry followed. This is what a unity of a family do. They stick together. So he went with his wife because his own country rejected his wife.
She doesn't want to be
married an Englishman.
She doesn't want to be a
wants
British
to live
public
here.
figure in the royal family. Go back to America.
They've created a false narrative. I mean, I've never talked about privacy.
Well, let's make it clear, and Harry had made it clear. It's not the citizen of the UK, it's the media of the UK. All right? Rejected his wife, so he follows along and went with his wife. Okay, this is why he is there in the US. Well, right now during the funeral, he's in the UK. All right, so if they didn't, all this is the UK's fault. The media, they literally, okay, on national television, told his wife, go back to America. She did. And then the type of privacy that Harry and Meghan have craved for, this is exactly what they got. When they're at home with their babies doing their thing, they don't have any media coming at their front step trying to look. Okay, if they do, they sue them. So I don't know how is that a slap in the face for most UK citizens. They told them, did you guys forget that? Okay, let's see here. Why did they move? And they originally went to Canada, part of the Commonwealth, before the palace leaked their location and pulled their security. This is another thing in between as well. Are you forgetting all of this on purpose? Thank you. I'm telling you, the squad are good.